Roll the dice like no one cares. Smoking the air, get excited, baby. Welcome to the new age, standing on the new stage. Get drunk before sunrise in the moonlight. Just don't wake me up, we do what we like. Let's funk after midnight, sparking twilight. We just turn it up, wait for new sunrise. Get me some disco music through the night. Lose control, dancing in the golden light. Gone crazy, we are running out of time. Fancy dream flying above the city light. She moves like she's in paradise, can't leave the comfort zone, and I am in the limbo, that's alright. Higher than the vulture fly. She moves like she's in paradise, can't leave the comfort zone, and I am in the limbo, that's alright. Higher than the vulture fly. Just fill me with that alcohol, the time is getting slow. No words convince me, beat that soul, don't ask me what is real. Just fill me with that alcohol, the time is getting slow. No words convince me, beat the soul, don't ask me what is real. Get drunk, live for sunrise in the moonlight. Just don't wake me up, we do what we like. Let's funk after midnight, sparking twilight. We just turn it up, wait for new sunrise. Get me some disco music through the night. Here we are dancing in the golden light. Gone crazy, we are running out of time. Fancy dream flying above the city light. Get ready for the game I play. Get ready for the game I play.
Oh god damn, I forgot something important. The actual Pngtuber. What? Okay guys, I'm getting old. Death of Archer is coming. Hello everyone, my name is Archer and today we're playing again more Fate Grand Order. I am sorry for the hiccups. Hello Kokomo, glad to see you here. Hello, Vernito. Truly a devastating. Yes, Olga, we lost her yesterday. Actually, we didn't lose her yesterday. She was already dead by the time that we found her. It was just her conscience being maintained by the fact that she was put into the singularity. But as soon as everything ended, she was gone. But yes. Hello, Sandy. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're having a good time. Yeah, and I'm here for more Fate Grand Order goodness. I've been having a great time with this game, having awesome dialogue with the community. Let me get my ID. That's important. Okay, let me post and pin it on places. Renato, since you're again mod, do your work for 1 second and pin the ID. Okay, I cannot pin my ID from this one. Wait, is there a new font for the chat? Yes. I'm trying to. So, I've been having an issue with the font being a little too, skinny. So, I'm trying to get more bulky fonts. I'm open to also, other people's opinions and ideas. So, if you have a better font that you feel like it's a better one to read, by all means. Did I tell? Yes, you did. You're gonna be within their raid chain. I think you mentioned that. Congratulations again. Okay, I pinned the message. Awesome. Okay, I was afraid that the sound would give again. I might close this. Okay, I'm closing my browser because this emulator I set up to just use a lot of my CPU. Awesome. Yeah, it is indeed awesome. Oh, you're welcome. No, we gotta enjoy the fullest out of our accomplishments. But yes, we are back. So one thing that I left from yesterday, whenever I ended the stream, is that I got a voucher for a free 5-star, and there is a list of characters that I could get. And I was very unsure of which one will I get. I got a summoning ticket? Um, that audio is fighting for its life. Everything you. Yes, indeed. Every time I tab out, but I stopped it. Well, for a good font, I would recommend Roboto. I think I have Roboto. I can try. There is a 5-star you must get. Yes, I am aware. So I thought about getting the 5-star yesterday, but I forgot about the one that you recommended, and forgot who it was that was here with me until the end. They said a name, but they said for me to go with whatever I feel like getting. And I don't have like a personal draw towards anyone. I am like right now because Fate for me is more like I have a hard time. I think I never had like, oh my god, I love this Fate character. Because there's so many, and the ones that are more popular are not the ones that I ever like enjoyed. Like I don't care about Saber, or the thousands of variations with her same face and almost same personality. Zui Lang, aka Waver. Yes, it's Inch's ancestor. Good memory. Let's see. Oh yeah. Yes. This is the same one that the person mentioned for me to get. Lord Elmeloy, the second. By the way, I am out of everyone in this list. Lord Elmeloy probably is the character that I know more because of its anime, because it was also part of the Grail War from Fate Zero, because it's also part of a bunch of Fates. Lord Emeloy is a very important character, so sure, I'll take it. Yep, I'll take it, Probably is the character that I'm most, attached to by, memories. I think thinking of Fate characters that I really enjoy is complicated. I like Enkidu, but I like Enkidu especially because of their back and forth with Gilgamesh. I like, I forgot the name. I will try to remember later. I felt like there should have been an animation there sometimes. He should be in your present box now. Okay. Yep. Yeah, here it is. Caster, Zhuji Lian, or Lord Elmalloy. I've never called him by his heroic spirit name. I am servant
諸葛孔明だ。
Shokatsu Kome.
別人じゃないかと。その通り。エルメロイ2世だ。だが力は引き継いでいる。
And if you want to know more about why Lord Elmalloy inherits, you can watch the anime and everything related to Lord Elmalloy, and you'll figure it out. Pretty good. This is a pretty shoe-in on. Go watch the Fate everything. Such as I should, actually play the visual novels one day. Fortunately, it is quite late, and I must go. Have fun with 900 side quest to guarantee a 5-star buy. You're such a hater, Verneto. That's why I'll never play Arknights. I'll never give you the satisfaction. Go watch Fate. Okay, where should I start? I will say start with Fate Stay Night, Fate A Limited Blade Works, Fate Zero, and Heaven's Feel, the trilogy of movies. I wouldn't go Heaven's Feel for the first. I would probably go maybe Fate Zero because chronologically is the first. And then you can move to Fate Stay Night, which is the first anime. And so everything else that comes afterwards. Actually, watch Fate Stay Night first. And then everything afterwards is just better. Basically, the servant is a Chinese tactician who is possessing his body. Just letting Waver use his body. His power. Yes. Me and Verneto know Shokatsu Kome because he is the predecessor, or actually, one of the characters, Jinxia, is the predecessor of Shokatsu Kome, because I would not call him by the name that I was reading there. Fate Stay first, since Zero is spoil stuff for Fate Stay. I would just say go. I said yeah, that's why I went back and said go Fate Stay Night. It's probably the best option because then you're gonna see where everything started, and again everything afterwards is just better. Okay, let's continue now. So we just finished Flame Contaminated City for Yuki yesterday. We realized that Olga Marie was dead all along. Lev Lanier was behind everything. He is not a human because he kept referencing us as humans, and I think Mash actually felt that he was an inhuman kind of creature. And we gotta fix all the 7 singularities to save humanity. That's the TLDR. Chaldea right now, it's a floating space machine because everything around is dead, but Chaldea is living on a different time-space situation. So let's continue this. Heed my words. My will creates your body, and your sword creates my destiny. If you heed the Grail's call and obey my will and reason, then answer me. I hereby swear that I shall defeat all evil in the world. But let thine eyes be clouded with the fog of turmoil and chaos. Thou art trapped in a cage of madness, and I the summoner who holds thy chains. Seventh heaven, clad in the great words of power, come forth from the circle of binding, guardian of the scales. Okay, I love this motherfucker here, even though he's crossed eyes and is so creepy. I am trying to remember, but he is directly related to Jean. Is what's the name of this character? Shit. If you want to roleplay this singularity, use Sasaki Kojiro as much as possible. Do I have Sasaki Kojiro? Also, good afternoon, the free shoots. Good evening for some. What is the name of this motherfucker? Jills? Jills. I'm pretty sure it's Jills. Why? There is a character from another piece of media that shares the same name as this guy, but it's a hot necromancer lady. Not this crazy fucker. He earned the name Savior of Friends from being the best option for the singularity at launch. Beals. Yes, it's Jills. Jills is crazy and twisted, a criminal. Ooh, okay, we have some. That's Vlad. One of those is Atlanta. Thank you for coming, my fellow servants. I am your master. You know why you were summoned, yes? Destruction and slaughter. Those are your orders. If a city is reveling in spring, destroy it. If a town is celebrating spring, devastate it. No matter how evil or cruel, God will forgive your every transgression. Should he met or punish he met out punishment, that is fine in its own way. For this is no more than a means of proving God's existence and his love. Now then, Jules, please bring him here. As you wish. Anyway, got a lesson to get. I will be deep in, but I will return once I have time. No problem. Have a good one, Sin Systems. I trust you have not harmed him, Jules. No, of course not. Have you considered what you wish done with him? Oh my, do you require suggestions from me? Oh, you have noticed my distress in your infinite concern for me? Don't be absurd. If you continue this foolishness, I'll kill you, Jules. When you are eating a meal, do you think about how you use your fork? This is the same. What I do with him is a matter so trivial, it does not merit any thought. What's going on? Where am I? And who are you people? Answer me. Are you deaf? You there? Oh, Pierre. Bishop Pierre Gauchon. How have I missed you? A day has not gone by when your face has not crossed my mind, the mind of Jean d'Arc. It can't be. 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 You're Jean d'Arc? Impossible. This can't be possible. I thought you died 3 days ago. I thought I'd kill you. I thought that you should be in hell. Perhaps I am, Your Grace. This is a dream. A nightmare. What else could it be but a nightmare? Oh dear, he's started to flee from reality. This won't do at all. We must snap him out of it. What will you do, Your Grace? Jeanne d'Arc, who you accuse of heresy, stands here before you. Should you not grip your crucifix and offer up a prayer to God? Should you not mock me, scorn me, abuse me, trample me, and tell everyone the wicked Jeanne d'Arc is here? Should you not roar like the brave lion you are? Go on, do it! Do it! Do it! Spa? Spare me! Please spare me! I'll do anything! Spare me, I beg of you! Did you hear that, Jules? Spare me, he says. This bishop who tied me up, mocked me, and burned me alive. As if that were nothing. The bishop who told me with kind eyes that I was going to be killed is now begging for his life. Oh, the sadness is making me want to cry. After all, that won't save anything. Your paper-thin faith won't reach the Heavenly Father. Belief that is light as a feather won't blossom anywhere. Someone who has forsaken God and clings to his life by begging a witch is unfit to be called a believer. Do you understand, Your Grace? You just gave testimony that you are now one of the heretics. That is why I'm so sad. I think I might laugh until madness consumes me. Now, think back, Your Grace. You know what sentence awaits heretics, don't you? No. Spare me, please. Spare me. I'm so sorry. I'm afraid I've ran out of salvation today. Indulgences are not for sale in this era. Now, shall we start at your feet? If I was burned alive by holy flames, then your body shall be scorched by the flames of hell. Ah! Insert here screaming. The smell of burning pig in the air. Not even the ashes remain, I see. I apologize for taking up your time, Jules. What do you mean? That was a meaningful punishment. Now, what should we do with the other clergy? Good question. It's too much to question them all. Just feed the clergy to them. Rejoice, my ignoble servants. The surviving clergy are yours. I, your master, Jeanne d'Arc, shall forgive you all. Devour their souls, feast on their flesh, savor their blood. After all, our manifestation is no different than the devil, Dracula. I have but one order. Wipe out this country, this mistake that is France. Overrun it, trample it, reap it. Let us begin with our dear Orleans. We shall return it to fruitful land, to a bare wasteland. Age, gender, and religious beliefs are of no importance. Make sure you kill them equally. You'll know? I appreciate this. No discrimination, no race, no gender. We can even add other things, like sexual orientation. You know? Some people maybe would spare the gays. But Jean said no, everyone will die. That is the only order I give you as your master. To that end, I have given you all the attributes of a berserker. You may be a saint or a hero, but now you shall dance with your broken soul. Berserker Saber, Berserker Archer, Berserker Lancer, Berserker Rider, Berserker Caster, and Berserker Assassin. And him who I summoned instead of Berserker and myself. So we don't have Berserker? I shall pass down judgment as this world's ruler. Humanity has no value, for it failed to prove its love for our Lord. They are guilty of a horrifying extent. Humanity is equally guilty, sinner and saint alike. So we shall kill them all. I will not tolerate a single one escaping. Oh, such resolve, such truth without the slightest doubt. Such is the saint of salvation, the saint who believes in our Lord, then saves our people. I love how expressive Giles is. You have returned, my light has returned. You have truly been reborn, Sean. Then I too shall rise again as your general. First, we need a symbol. Our army must have a flag. John, what shall we use in our emblem? A demon, perhaps? Or what about... I appreciate this. Somehow I feel like I want to join. You know, sometimes we all want to belong. But yeah, Jean is really inclusive. Where is Berserker Squared? We need Berserker Squared. I think Jean fired Berserker Squared because I think saying Berserker Squared or Berserker felt a little dumb for her. So she just got something instead. In that case, let's make it a dragon. Be it coincidence or providence, the summoning has brought many with close ties to dragons. And the name of dragons, the symbol of catastrophe. We will burn this world to the ground. Oh, I have one more order. Laugh, as if you were enjoying yourselves from the bottom of your heart. And then insert here the rest of the laughter. I'm not in the mood of, like, evil laugh right now. Maybe later. Wonderful. This is wonderful, Chills. I've never enjoyed myself this much in my entire life. Yes, I suppose it is. That is the way it should be. You were put on a pedestal, made a symbol, exploited and cast aside by the people. That is why you're righteous. There is no one who could pass judgment over your heart of hearts. You know, they have a point. She was, betrayed by the French. Laughter MP3 playing. I should get some of those, just sound effects one day of like laughter and other stuff so I don't have to. Oh, cute view. Good morning, Foo. Meow, Foo. Cute. Good morning, Senpai. It's finally time for the brief. I'm sorry, Foo. I couldn't get out of the way. Still, I'm glad to see you so full of energy in the morning. You too, Senpai. Did you sleep well last night? Like a log. I'm glad to hear it. They say it takes talent to get a good night's sleep. I couldn't do an evil laugh, but I could do an evil laugh, but I don't feel like it. That's probably the similar. You guys know that I could do an evil laugh. I've done it many times whenever I played other games. I have proof. I know you just woke up, but it's briefing time. We should hurry. Good morning, Miss Apple. Did you sleep well? Let's get right to the briefing then. For starters, oh, right. Let me go over what I want you to do again. First, the investigation and recorrection of the singularities. It is humanity's critical turning point in that era. If it were not for that, we could never have come as far as we have. It is a pivotal event in human history. You must travel to that era, investigate what it is, figure it out, and then correct it. Otherwise, 2019 will never come. Humanity will be extinct in 2018. And I am back. The student was a no-show. Damn, what happened to them, dude? Hope they're fine. But, well, welcome. That is our first objective. The basic principle of the upcoming operation. The operation's second objective is investigate the Holy Grail. This is just my speculation, but the singularities must be related to the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is a relic that can grant wishes, a vessel that contains tremendous amounts of magical energy. It just happens. Some students just book a lesson and don't show up. That probably got his hands on the grail in some form and misused its power. Rather, it's impossible to travel through time and change the past without the grail. Seriously. I have 23 no-shows this month. Damn! You almost had enough to fill the entire day of like each day of the month. Yeah, that would take a toll on my mental health, you know? I'm very anxious. So like for every time that someone is booking they just don't show, you're constantly being edged off by students that never show up. You will run into intel regarding the Grail during your investigation of the Singularity. Even if you correct history, leaving the Grail will put us back to square one. I do 6 lessons. Yeah, you know, you're right. With 6 lessons a day, yeah, there is a plenty of opportunity, you know. There's just a single 1-hour time slot in a single 6-hour shift. Fair enough. You must either secure the Holy Grail or destroy it. Those are the 2 objectives of this operation. Is everything clear so far? Crystal. Glad to hear it. And now there's one other thing I want you to do in addition to the mission. That said, is nothing major. Is for after your race ship to that era. I want you to find a ley line and make a summoning circle, just like you did in Fuyuki. Like Fuyuki, we could probably make do as is if it's just telepathic communication. But to transport supplies, it won't work without establishing a summoning circle. Just like before, once Mash sets up her noble phantasm, it will act as a catalyst and trigger the summoning circle. Once you do that, you can summon servants at will. That is a lot of teaching. I mean, you can still see as reasonable compared to some people that work for like 8-hour shifts. But yeah, that's a lot of teaching. But the good part of what Sin systems do is that they choose their lessons and when those things usually happen. So they have some level of like management. Also, they they teach at home. So it's a little more reasonable. But yeah, those are a lot of lessons. I agree with you. Hello, Netflix. How do? We're doing more Fate Grand Order. Of course, what you summon will probably be the servants closely tied to the time and place. So keep doing that to bolster your forces. Understood? Understood. For all else, we'll try to establish a base camp first. All we need is a place to relax, a structure with a roof, a home to come back to. Right, Master? Right. You have a way with words, Mash. Hearing you say that really means a lot to me. I know I'm still an experienced servant, but you can count on me. I'm giving my all. To see Mash, who's so serious, quiet and frankly, kind of mysterious, grow up to be such a fine lady. Hey, get over yourself. How long are you gonna keep me waiting? Oops, you're right. You didn't show any interest, so I forgot you were there. Allow me to introduce you, Miss Apple. Who? Sheesh, standing there is Claudia's pride and joy, the head of her engineering department, Leonardo. As you can tell, they are quite unusual. Of course, not a human. Let's not get into that. The reason being, a servant. Senpai, this is incredible. This person is a servant. Right, you are. I am Claudia's honorary tech advisor. I normally go by Leonard here. But as you can see, I am a proud inventor of the Renaissance, the one and only Leonardo da Vinci in the flesh. You can just call me Da Vinci. You don't get to see many pretty ladies like myself around here, right? Pretty lady? Da Vinci? This is strange. It's abnormal. It's wrong. I mean, Leonardo da Vinci should be a. Okay, let's not be genderist, you know. No, 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 no. Leonardo da Vinci can be whatever they choose to be. Look at this progressive stream. Everyone that hates wokeness is just clicking off the stream right now. You should always question conventional wisdom, but is it really that important? Right? Da Vinci made so much progress. Is really the gender the thing they're gonna hold on to? As much as I like Fate, they should have left Da Vinci alone. I prefer they mess with fighters. Like King Arthur and others. I never cared. Whatever Fate. I actually had a conversation yesterday with a couple of new viewers about it. Because they were explaining why King Arthur shows up as a girl, and I was saying that I never cared about Fate's whole gimmick of changing characters' gender, specifically turning males into females, because the lore was so fascinating and the universe and everything was so nice that I actually never cared about it, you know? Whenever I first saw Fate, sure, I was like, what is this? But afterwards, you know, I was like, okay, I don't care because the overarching story is bigger than just, you know, the gender swapping of everything. They is the greatest pronoun. Unless you're in German, would be neuter. We do have an instance of a female character being turned male. Nice, you know, we need the back and forth, you know. For me, I like the mythological aspect of Fate. This isn't mythological. I mean, no. Probably there's no mythology behind the fact that they changed Da Vinci from, you know, a male-looking character to a female-looking character. But again, I always am in the position of, I really don't care. If the story is good, like, such a minor change doesn't irk me. Me personally, I'll use all pronouns, but I prefer she, they. Oh, I am all pronouns. I am everything under the sun. I'm literally an apple. Like, that's the problem with normal humans. People get so hang up with, like, he and she's and everything. I am a freaking apple. I am the last person. I am the last being able to actually, you know, talk about it. I am an it. Well, if we're talking about this, Semmelweis was a man in real life, but in reverse, the woman Semmelweis is an upgrade. Also, the amount of contribution he made to childbirth is a very good nod to history. Yes, I agree. And Semmelweis is much better being a girl on reverse. Just saying. Semmelweis is a great character. Also a vampire. I meant, including Da Vinci, it's not even a gender thing. That, to me, is what made Fate epic. Like having Heracles, Arthur, and others. Oh no, 100% no. For me, Fate, as I was telling, the important thing about Fate is the story. Gender for me of the Fate characters is a non sequitur, you know? If you watch all the Fate anime, they never actually address it. You know, that's why I was having maybe a little bit of friction with Bully Tom yesterday, because I was telling Bully that I didn't care about the gender changing, so I didn't felt like Grand Order needed to address anything, because like everybody that watches Fate by the anime and loves Fate by the anime really don't care about the gender. You know, they really don't care about the gender being swapped. So why do you feel the need of addressing something that was never an issue? There's so very few pieces of media nowadays that can get away on changing gender of characters without receiving backlash. And I feel Fate found itself in a position where it can change basically the gender of every character by now without people really harping onto them. And now they are feeling the need to justify why. Which, sure, it is nice to have a justification, but I never felt like it needed one because they never did it on the animes, so I don't see why they had to do it here. You know, like they already had a long history with the characters being gender swapped. For there's no reason to them then go back and just, oh, actually King Arthur was is the girl here because of this. Like, I don't care. That being said, if they had first, Wazir, Greek name Osiris, would be awesome. I think some of the gender change backlash it might also be if it's lazy. Lazy. For me, the backlash happens because people are weird. I usually go with that. And that's not just because of gender. That is also because of race. And that we go into other pieces of media. I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna name names, but you can think of other reasons. For me, I enjoy something for being good, regardless of gender, race, color, everything. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. But the problem is whenever you harp on into the gender aspect or the race aspect, you really come like on this piece of media with a negative thought about it. So it needs to even compensate by the fact that you already have something against it, you know? And I'm not talking about anyone here on the chat. I'm just talking about people in general. The only issue I have with the Fate characters that the game is so old that images of them in game are so low res. It's frustrating. I think I mentioned that to Sin Systems. I was like, Fate needed a newer game because Fate Grand Order for the longest time was the most profitable gacha game until like MiHoYo started destroying everything. But I feel like they could make a new game by now and get a better looking game. Because like me as someone in 2025 wanting to play new gacha games, and this is what I found as I start Fate Grand Order, not very appetizing. Like if I really didn't like the story ahead of time, I would have had a hard time. I don't mean for Fate there with the gender change, but in general, oh sure. Humans are so weird with gender. I really don't see an issue with it. Never have. I feel like the problem with the gender issue is that humans were created with those ideas in mind. So it's hard for you to take it off once it's already been ingrained in your head. Concepts as gender being a binary, race as being something that usually people fight against, sexuality being just males like females and vice versa. Dude, there's so many concepts that society created. Relationships being a monogamous relationship. Everything was created with like thousands of years of these ideas being solidified by the major society. And not all the people from the past agree with the same thing. If you see Indians and Asians and a lot of people, a lot of them had different concepts about religion, about gender, about relationships, about race, about everything. So the thing is, the problem is we live in Western countries where the solidified idea about gender, race, everything has been something very steady built by religion, basically. So we now need to take it apart. You know, people are trying to break down those ideas, but there are a lot of people that find it weird and they want to put those ideas back up because the moment that you start changing everything, then you have to allow yourself to see everything with different eyes. And that's complicated with some people. Some people have an arc with it. There have been some recent Fate videos like Fate Samurai Remnant, but I do agree that there should be a sequel game at some point. Yes, sure. I suppose that's why I technically have a gender. My story assumes I'm male. Exactly. Well, like there is a comic with Artemis as a man that pisses me off, and maybe it's because Artemis is such an assertive female character, so I'm thinking, are you denying the strong woman archetype? That, but have you ever thought that that might not be the answer, Netflix foreign? Have you ever thought, because in your mind Artemis is already such an ingrained female character, point blank, that now you have a hard time seeing her as something different, just because like a lot of us have a hard time just enjoying things that are outside of our norm. You know, like me, let's say something that you really enjoy every day and you do every day. Like you can eat meat every day and you love meat. And then you suddenly see yourself in a relationship with someone that's vegan, and now they want you to also eat vegan a couple of times. And now that becomes something so egregiously uh alien to you that you have a hard time accepting it, because you just eat meat and you never really care about doing anything else. But now some person's trying to put you into a position that you don't eat meat, and then you feel like your whole persona is breaking down because of that one simple aspect. So like, without you even realize that so many good vegan, and the other person is not asking you to turn vegan, they just want you to compromise, you know. Well, I could see a lot of misogynist men hating her because of her stories as a goddess, so they would want to subvert it by changing the sex. I can see that as well. You're completely right. Changing the sex of a powerful female character into a powerful male character in a way could see as misogynistic again. And I like that you pointed out, because that is something that we need to, like, you need to think about. That, like, I saw in one way, you're seeing in another way, and you know, that's that's an important part, is to break down the necessity of gender. So you're questioning something that I didn't, and I was questioning something that maybe you didn't, and that's what we need to do, you know. Not have fear, one, asking questions, but two, enjoying things for what it is. I really enjoyed the Elder Scrolls Daedric Lords for how they swap gender so often. Bethesda basically said, fuck this gender stereotype. Exactly, I love, yes. Daedric Lords, they do not have, they're like angels. They don't have a fixed gender. They just swap for whatever they feel like. And it's not just gender, species. The god of hunting sometimes doesn't show up as a humanoid at all. There's a story about her helping two gay men in one of the stories. Didn't know that. Very nice. But again, you gotta remember, we're talking about Greek mythology. Back then, especially Greek, Romans, sexuality was much more fluid. Even though they had the concepts of the binary of male and female, they didn't care about like who you laid with. So gay man was just as common as male. Like, that actually was very hard back in the day for you, especially when you go to the upper class and the nobility, for you to have a straight male, because you were just so used for them to have intercourse with same sex. Especially because back then, they felt as a move of power being able to lay with another man. Nowadays, people irked it, but back then, they saw it as a different thing. You never hear that mention, only her getting harsh justice for women, but she still disciplined women who killed a mother bear. Nice. In Skyrim, Lord Hircine showed up as a white deer. Yes, thank you. Hircine showed up as a deer. Some of them are just simple concepts. Some of them are the moon. Some of them are like they I should play more Elder Scrolls. I was thinking about maybe next week I'll tackle some Elder Scrolls Online, because I feel like in the mood of playing some like MMORPGs again. I'm not sure how well I'm gonna be able to stream it, just because online games is me trying to stream it, and the online game needs the connection as well. Might be a little tough. Maybe I would need to turn it down my quality, but I might try some, you know, Elder Scrolls Online. Keep in mind, Artemis has two aspects: that of the huntress and mother. She predates Greek mythology even. Yeah, even though we do not have Artemis on Fate, we have Atlanta. And Atalanta will be here on this piece of story apparently, so that's pretty nice. All this talk makes me a little hungry. I'm gonna grab my bag of Sour Patch Kids. Go ahead, they're free shoots. I love some Sour Patch Kids. I've been hearing that. Like, you guys can figure that out. Um, who was the first one that claimed I was a man or a woman? Sheesh, for crying out loud. I pursued beauty with both my inventions and art. It was I who personified all ideals, all beauty. To me, the ideal beauty is the Mona Lisa. That being the case, see, isn't this simply an unavoidable result? That's pretty nice. So basically, Da Vinci was summoned as a woman because they saw the Mona Lisa as the ideal beauty. That's a pretty nice idea on why they would be summoned looking like her. We actually do have Artemis here. She is a servant you can summon. Wait, I thought Atalanta was the only one. Really, Artemis is already a servant? Crazy, I'm not even gonna research. I think I might eat some Brazilian candy over some. What? Do you have some Brazilian candy over there? And what Brazilian candy? Be very specific. Good call, Frey. I'm gonna get some food too. Yes, guys, go get yours next. Boo! I like to think myself as a scholar, but this guy's pet theories go way over my head. And like, I love Netflix foreign going to get some like Brazilian candies, which I don't know exactly what it is, and me just eating cake and truffles and everything, which is not Brazilian at all. Brazilian candy, I would suspect, may not have GMO versus. I don't know where that information is coming from. Netflix foreign. Like, so are you maybe trying to suggest that Brazilian candy is healthier? Or with less addictive? Like, what's the name? Addictives? No. With less chemicals. Because depending on what you're buying, it's probably as bad as. Yes, good. Food is good. I've decided to infuse my snacks with some of the souls I've gathered, so we can probably taste it. Fair enough. There are some issues with her. Some good design stuff, but people do have complaints. Recently, I interpret the issue as the equivalent as a game running on potato computer. She has low RAM. Why do you think there is cane sugar on the dessert you're getting? Is that something specific? Because again, I live in Brazil. There's a lot of sweets made with just sugar, not with cane sugar, which ends up producing a different byproduct. Because normal sugar is just cheaper. Just letting you know. Since you said there are some issues with her. You're talking about Mona Lisa? Oh, sorry, Da Vinci. I like to think of myself as a scholar, but this guy's pet theories go way over my head. He's the only pervert twisted enough to turn himself into the Mona Lisa, just because he loves the Mona Lisa. Are you sure about that, Dr. Roman? As cultures mature, anything is possible. The desire to become a beautiful girl might one day be the norm. Again, Da Vinci's not wrong. It's not that they are turning because they're a pervert. They like the Mona Lisa. A lot of people just want to be the best version that they envision, and if that's looking like a female character, then should that be? American sweets can have cane sugar too, more expensive as regular sugar is cheaper. Well, yeah, therefore it has a point. But even for here in Brazil, cane sugar, the actual the process for you to turn the cane liquid, the syrup, into the sugar, takes some time. And you lose a lot of byproduct in that process, so it's kind of more expensive buying cane sugar than just normal sugar. But you can just drink caldo de cana, or garapa, depends on how you say it, which is basically this juice made out of it. Like basically, you pick the cane, and then you basically you. Okay, I would show it a video of it, but I cannot because the game would probably go, you know, mute. But I can show maybe by the end of the stream if you guys can remember me that. I will try to show it just because I like, you know, I like to have this, you know. I usually don't have opportunities to showcase a bit of my culture here. But I drink this usually every Saturday because we have a little, you know, grocery fair really in front of my house. So I can just go there and drink some. I love rapadura, and your Brazilians have made it. Yes, I'm not a big fan of it, by the way. But yeah, there's some people here that likes it. It's a more traditional types of sweets. Nowadays, believe it or not, the traditional Brazilian sweets are not as popular. Most of the popular stuff in here is something that you could find anywhere in the world. Okay, this video showcases in a very bootleg way how it's done, you know, and this is how it's done normally. Here, so this is just a video of someone doing. So this is how the thing that I was telling you guys is done. Okay, let me. The audio is super loud, but yeah. So see, this is the cane, and it's put through this machine that I don't know how I could call this, but it grinds. It's almost like it's grinding the cane and getting all the juices, and then they just, you know, reserve all the juice. So here, all the juices just stayed on here, and then you drink it. You don't put anything else. You just put on a cup and you drink it. Simple as this. It's actually delicious. Yeah, it's a press. Thank you. Sorry, my mind is blank with some names of stuff. But yeah, it's kind of a press that you put the cane through it. I drink this basically every Saturday. It's pretty good, very sweety, with very healthy. There's so many good. Like this is basically you like getting some orange juice, but much more tastier, I would say. I wish I could get more Milka bars. I see how expensive they are, so I can maybe order some, but damn, they're good chocolate bars. Milka's very good. Milka has that nutty taste to it. I prefer pure chocolate unless I want nuts in my chocolate. I do like something more nutty as well. I also do enjoy texture, so I like crunchiness usually. I like almonds and I love nuts. I love like so my one of my favorite desserts is this. It's basically layered with like a nuts cream and that's just bits of nuts on top. Is delicious. A pack of 3 bars is 13. Damn, that's crazy. 3 bars. Do you ever grow wheat there in Brazil? Yes. So one thing that's grown here a lot, especially on my state, is soy. The actual like the soybeans and stuff, you can get a lot of here in my state. But wheat is also grown here. Then we have them for 4 USDs. Damn. Here it's pretty expensive, but if I would have to do, it would probably be equal to 4 USDs. But again, it's my currency, so it's just as expensive. Yeah, I have heard the crazy amount of soybeans too. I hope they're doing crop rotation when they grow things. Nope. Usually they just grow soy the whole time around. It destroys a lot of the area, destroys and just produces one thing, and it's not something that good because we do export most of our soy. Plot twist. Brazilians do not eat as much soy as it's produced, but a lot of other Asian countries do. Um, tofu. Tofu uses soy as one of its bases. So that's like, by the way, tofu is pretty good, guys. If anybody wants to go with something more vegan, tofu is a great choice. You can do tofu a bunch of stuff. My favorite snack food is Drover with I don't know how to pronounce that one. Specifically ostrich something, which is a type of a meaty sausage that has been dried and seasoned. Sounds delicious. I'm a big fan of sausage. Oh, I love some sausage. I would love the natural wheat grown in Brazil. Einkorn. I don't remember the name, but I don't know too much about the, farms. Then I say they need to do crop rotation for that to be grown in Brazil. Again, I said whenever you said crop rotation, I was thinking of you changing the crops to something else. But yeah, maybe. I don't know exactly. So I'm not going to put my hands in the fire and say that everyone or nobody does it. I believe they need to do crop rotation in some aspect. I discovered Milka bars at my previous workplace as they sold snacks from Europe, mostly Eastern Europe, so there was a lot of sauerkraut and pickles. I love pickles, by the way. I love pickles. One of my favorite things in salad. Sauerkraut, I got once. Couldn't get into it. It was kind of like kombucha. Milka bars is pretty expensive, but you can find them fairly easy in here. My favorite snack is chocolate-covered cottage cheese. That sounds delicious. Low-key, Kyokamo. I can imagine it. I can... Because you're talking about chocolate-covered, so you bite into it and you feel the chocolate goodness in your tongue first, and then the gooey cheesiness, saltiness from the cottage cheese, then... I like it. I can see that. I might try it out. Let me continue this. I'm getting hungry, and I just ate. You guys are destroying me. That might be true, but which time period's heroic spirits are you? Genius has nothing to do with time period, Doctor. Miss Apple, you do well to remember that too. You will encounter many heroic spirits who are artists. Every one of them is splendid and eccentric. Are you kidding me? Dude, I can see that being the case. I see. It's true that I didn't want to know too much. Thank you for the advice, Da Vinci. That's my girl. You're always so understanding. Okay, that's enough for my introduction. From now on, I will be focusing on supporting you with supplies, R&D within Chaldea, and updating heroic spirit contracts. I am a servant summoned by Chaldea, you see. Unlike Mash, I cannot jump to any area. However, if Miss Apple has a contract with me, then it would be another matter. I will then be able to aid you as an ordinary servant. I'm looking forward to such a fate, Master. Wow, he really did it. He really did introduce himself and run off. Now, as I was saying before I was interrupted, I'm sorry, but we don't have time to rest. We're going to prep for immediate race shift, okay? Of course. Ready to go at any time. Miss Apple, we have a coffin ready for you this time. You should be able to race shift safely and quickly now. 7 singularities have been detected, but we've selected the time period with the smallest fluctuations. Once you get there, you'll be able to communicate with, we'll be able to communicate with you. Got it? I know I'm repeating myself, but the first thing is to set up a base camp and finding a ley line. After you settle into an area, do what needs to be done. Alright, good luck, Miss Apple. Unsummon program start. Spiritual conversion start. Race shift starting in 3, 2, 1. All procedures cleared. Grand order commencing operation. I love cottage cheese. Grab a snack. You'll be worth it. In terms of chips, I have this type that is chutney flavor that I love. Especially, it is a specific brand of chutney called Mr. Ball's chutney. Do you believe it or not? I never had chutney in my life. It's not something very popular around here. That sounds quite appetizing. I would give it a go if I had, around me. There is a food channel that we can use to show our favorite snacks to each other. It could help introduce different foods to each other. Yes, guys, there is a food channel over on the Discord. Make use of that, I would love to see what you guys are eating and what you guys having home. Maybe it could be a way for me to find something similar here. At my surrounding area, I mean, I can give them a go. Because I am a big foodie. Like, if I can learn more, I would love to. Guys, I'm gonna get some water and maybe get some snacks because you guys are convincing me that I should snack on something. If this stream's gonna be so delicious, I must as well. Okay, I have returned, and I brought something with me, because you guys were talking about sweets and stuff. I got some, okay, this is called, so we call this, what would I call this actually? Okay, let me do this. So, okay. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna send images over in the Discord since we were talking about it, so you guys can actually see it. Food. I just picked an image from the Google because I don't want to take a picture for what I have in hand. But this is what we could call coconut candy. This is delicious because part of it is made out of coconut, but basically this candy is very chewy and very delicious and very sugary. I actually don't know the recipe to actually make one of those. The scent is coconut. If you just smell it, it smells deliciously coconutty. And just melt in your mouth. I love this. Drop the images of my... Yes, let me look. You guys dropped it. Let me check. Original recipe chutney. Okay. That looks delicious. But how do you eat those? This chutney, Do you use it like a dip or something? I don't like coconut dough, not for me. Yes, I love... okay, it might not be for you, but dude, not only I love this little coconut candy, I love coconut water. Oh god, I love coconut water. Hmm. Ostrich? How do you pronounce the word? Drawers? And what is that? Because looking from afar, looks like nori. Like algae, you know, crunchy. But I don't think it is, right? And then Sour Patch Kids, of course. It's used as a dip. Okay, awesome. It's it's all right, but I'm cooking it for you guys, indeed. It's a dry. Oh yeah, yeah. I think you mentioned yes, dried sausage. Okay, that probably tastes delicious. Hmm. Hmm. I think I never even drank concentrate coconut water. I only just drank the natural coconut water. Literally, you can go 2 blocks away from me, and there is a place where you go there. They will get a fresh new green coconut. They will slice it in front of you, and they'll just like put all the juice from inside. You can either take the whole coconut and drink from the actual fruit, or you can just put it in in a bottle or something. Delicious. Fresh and cold directly from the fruit. It's pronounced Drewivers. Drewivers? Drewivers. 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 Know if I'm doing that correctly. I should go to the store today and see what they got. That sounds really cool. There are people whose preferences for coconut water have been ruined by having from concentrate ones. Okay. Yeah, no, I like my coconut water. I don't even drink coconut water from those like the ones that you buy in grocery stores. I like to drink the coconut water fresh from the fruit. Isn't pure coconut water a mild laxative? Maybe. I never had any problems with it. I can drink an entire coconut out of coconut water without any, issues. But it might be. Maybe the coconut flesh. I don't know. Cannot attest to it. Who do you say for me to use here? Sin Systems. I think you mentioned a name of one character. I used to think coconut water tastes awful till I had not from concentrate. Use my John Archer here. Okay. But you have another name, boy. Here she is. Anti-army. Okay, pretty nice. There is a Japanese restaurant in my birth town where the chefs cook in front of you. It's pretty cool. The place is called Hanayori's. I like the name. That's a pretty cool name. I think there might be one place here in town that does that, but it's pretty expensive. I think they have like even like a buffet of sushi. But nah, too expensive. Hmm. Hmm. Waver's main use is a buffer and charge support. It gives a selection of generally useful buffs and can charge up to 50% of a unit's NP gauge. Our class is going to begin soon, so I might dip in a couple of minutes. Thank you so much, Tin. Have a good time in your next class, if it happens. We managed to reach here safely, Senpai. We were teleported by accident last time. This time is a proper teleport via the coffin with no physical anomalies. Foo foo! Foo! Did it take it long again? Hmm. Oh, Choo-Kiao! Kinfu ray shift too? Seems that way. He must have sneaked into mine or Senpai's coffin. Luckily, Fu wasn't harmed. Since he's attached to one of us, when he returns, he will automatically return as well. Yes, in that case, no problem, right? Yes, we share the same fate. So, what is your favorite dish there, Sin? I'm going to play a little Skyrim. Should I get Elder Scrolls Online? I've never really been into MMORPGs, but I love the series. If you want to get Elder Scrolls Online just to do quests and explore the world, that is why I'm gonna do that, you know? Exploration, having a good time with the quest lines, play as a fun character, that's gonna be my reason. That's my favorite way of playing the Elder Scrolls Online. It's just literally walking around having a good time. Master, I have confirmed the time axis coordinates. Looks like it's the year 1431. It means we're in the middle of the 100 Years' War, but it should be during the war's respite period. Wars get time offs? Right, the 100 Years' War did not fight for the full 100 years, as the name implies. The war during this era was pretty carefree, relatively speaking. Captured knights were released for monetary payments almost every day. Senpai? Look at the sky. What is... Huh? Yes, we're connected. Not the best quality, but I've got video feed now too. Wait, what's wrong with you two? Both of you staring at the sky like that? Doctor, I'll send you visuals. What is that? This is... a ring of light. No, some sort of magecraft cast over the satellite orbit. In any case, it's gigantic. At worst, is as big as North America? No records such show phenomenon occurring in 1431. Surely one of the reasons for the disappearance of our future. We have to analyze it in our own, analyze it on our end. I had been solid, not like 76 since they fixed it when the launch. It had been solid, not like 76 since they fixed it when they launched it for console. But they screwed up some of the long-standing lore about dragons, which kind of pisses me off. Yeah, ESO was a mess when it first launched, like Fallout 76 on PC. But since they wanted to launch it for consoles, they realized they really had to fix it. I know that ESO, like, nowadays everything Bethesda does launched poorly, but I didn't play the game when the launch was happening. I played fairly afterwards, so it was already good. Every time that I played ESO, I was having a good time. I think I ended up falling from it, either because one, you really cannot play without the subscription. The subscription allows you to play the entire game and gives you a lot of quality of lives. The game, if you want to play for free, hinders you so much, and it makes the game annoying. So literally, you gotta purchase the game, and then you gotta purchase the subscription. That like I don't play the Elder Scrolls Online without getting the subscription. That's kind of how it works. But whenever you do have the subscription, it's a pretty fun game. You can just walk around, you can have a nice old time, you can talk with every single NPC, you can do a lot of questing, you can do crafting, you can do raiding, you can do dungeons. There is a lot to do in the Elder Scrolls Online. It's pretty fun. Fallout 76 was trash for a long time because it launched. I remember the 76 launch. Even though I have no recollection of the ESO launch, the 76 launch, I know it pretty well because even though I haven't purchased it, you couldn't get away with it. If you were on gaming YouTube at that point, everybody was talking about the Elder Scrolls Online, the Fallout 76. There is the Internet Historian video of Fallout 76 launch, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no, there is. There is so many good videos just relating everything. Like, I probably watched over 20 hours of, probably more, of Fallout 76 launch videos. They also tried to host people being the LE with the duffel bag or backpack. Yes, there is also the Nuka bottle with liquor inside that was basically a plastic shell casing around a normal glass bottle, and apparently the liquor inside was terrible. And other people ended up making the real glass version of a Nuka bottle and selling online. I see about making a character in ESO. ESO has Necromancer, so I know that you like that. It's gonna be a fun one for you to play. Yeah, but ZeniMax still didn't care because the sales were big enough. Yeah, that's usually how it happens. But no, Bethesda's getting to the point that they really need to keep like reworking their games. Like they relaunched Oblivion, the remaster, and God knows whenever the Elder Scrolls 6 is gonna come out. Yes, they do. There is Necromancer. Yeah, they were selling rum and it was not gonna. Yes, thank you. I was trying to remember what kind of liquor. It was, if I'm not mistaken, a coconut flavored rum. To be more precise. You know what game I want to get that looks like a good new Oblivion? Avowed. Because if it's the game that I think which is Avowed, I despised Avowed. The look is weird. The gameplay is not that great. I think Avowed was kind of a flop. I saw a couple of people playing, and the concept was nice, but especially the design of the characters was pretty bad. Netflix, how's the multiplayer in ESO? I want to see if I'll be able to play with my friends. As rum lover, I find it outrageous. Hey Blythe, welcome! Lovely to see you. We are kinda playing some Grand Order, kinda talking about a lot of things that are just things. Welcome, I hope you're doing fine. Oh, okay. I think with Synth Systems, that's also from South Africa. Synth Systems probably doing their classes right now. But yeah, there's another viewer of mine that is from South Africa. And I was like, fun. Okay, 2 people from South Africa. It doesn't happen often. Okay, let's continue this. You guys concentrate on surveying on site. Start by searching for ley lines. What the doctor said. Explore the area, make contact with the people of this area, set up the summoning circle. There are many things to do. We have to knock him out one at a time. Let's first move towards the city, Senpai. There, it was solid. They had something called mega shards or something like that, which were servers that handle like 100 people in a shard. Yes, yes, indeed. ESO is pretty good when it comes to, online. Kokomo, if you like run, try cachaça. Wait, this is a Brazilian one. Sure, there's some very good high quality cachaça. More South Africans, indeed. They are out of the woodworks. Are servers location based or all around the world? If I'm not mistaken, they are all around the world. I haven't played in a while. Senpai, stop. Confirming. Looks like a French scout brigade. Not avowed. That looks awful and really watered down for a game. Original Oblivion is better. I was talking about Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon. Isn't that a new one? Tainted Grail? Or am I just tripping? What do we do? Should we attempt to make contact? Let's do that. Hello, excuse me. We are travelers. Huh? Enemy attack! Enemy attack! Dude, how you got enemy attack out of that? Yo, I'm free now, so let me see how you're... Wait, why you're surrounded by an armed group? I apologize. My mistake, I should have greeted them in French. Was that the problem? Probably. I agree. Of course, but now I believe that combat is unavoidable. We are in the middle of a war, my buddy, Miss Apple. Of course. Oh, okay. I thought. Okay. Sorry, I was not judging. I was just questioning because it could have been, my mind. You're starting with a fight? With French elites even? Well, let's calm down first. That world is isolated. No matter what happens, a time paradox can occur. So engaging them won't be a problem, but... Doctor, give us an idea. Don't you know any French jokes from for times like this? Hell if I know, I'm a loner. But wait, let me think. I just need to think of a witty joke, right? Like, knock knock. I'm hearing a silly voice from somewhere. All hands ready your weapons. They are too suspicious. I apologize, Senpai. It was wrong of me to expect something from the doctor. I think it would be bad to harm the locals. We should attack to hold them back. What are you talking about now, Mash? Did I say something wrong? In that case, hit them with the back of your blade. Limit the bloodshed to a minimum. Back of the blade. With a shield? I'll think of something. Fire! No, burning's out of the question. How are you gonna burn them? You have a shield. What type of dialogue is this? Please take a look at the photos. Where are you sending the photos? Which photos?
ですよ。こちらですね。みんなでは一息入れましょう。
There's oceans, there's
我が
alegres.
祈りをここに。落葉に郷愁を、大芸に典型を。
That was Moby Dick.
海に来たれ。でオセアンダレグレス。
Damn, Moby.
すぐに再会できるでしょう。ただし冥界での話ですね。
Mm. Physical fatigue aside, the mental fatigue is overwhelming. Good job using the back of your blade. I didn't even know that was possible with a shield. I learned something today. But it seems like I didn't hit hard enough. They've retreated. They're going back to their fort. Let's quietly chase them and ask what's going on. Try not to aggravate them next time. Make sure you talk to them in French, okay? Roger that, bonjour. Bonjour, monsieur. I see, perfect. Leave it to me. I mean, was she, like, does she have magic that makes her learn French? Or did Mesh had to learn all languages beforehand? Oui, I guess. Ah.
クエストでは様々なクラスに該当するエネミーが登場します。クラス系
Blue means spring.
有利なサーバントを編成し、難関を突破していきましょう。優れたマ
I feel like I want to pull for something, you know? I want to have more characters. But it seems like it's not the best idea for me to do that. I should look for like maybe a tier list or something. No, I should not pull for anything. Merlin would be a great addition. Hello, Belly. I was mentioning you a few minutes ago. Yeah, we were talking about just Fate stuff. Gamba might not be the best route, but it sure suits the heart. You know, you're right, Kokomo. Merlin would be a great addition. Okay. But I don't want more casters. I just got like chosen like Lord Elmeloy as like my 5-star caster. Yeah, well, no. He's a buster support. Is that a good thing? One of the best. I have a ticket, you know? I pulled. I hope I got it the first try. I know it's kinda impossible for this to be a first try kind of situation. But you know, gotta be hopeful. Oh, I remember her. Cause I need. Oh, I hope. Okay, we got a Lancer. Ah, him. It's still a silver. Underwhelming, Kushulan. Mission accomplished. Berserker. As Lubu Function. I want the golds game. The golds. A rider. Boudica. Damn. My girl here is not leaving anything for the imagination. What you see? Oh, we got it. We got Golden Glow. Archer. Enmia. Yes, we got Enmia. Which is the banner character together with Merlin. So shouldn't be surprised. Assassin. Puma Evil Wind Kotaro, which I don't know who this is. Yeah, we got something, you know. Cool fooling. Okay. Great dialogue.
ブーキカだよ。よろしく。気軽にブーキカさんと呼んでもいいよ。
Hello, Bodika-san.
サーバントアーチャー召喚に応じ参上した。
Yay, one of the 1,000 Amias.
サーバント、アサシン、フーマ小太郎。このようななりですが。
Ah, you look very cute, Kotaro. You know, I should use my summoning tickets instead of actually using my quartz. That's silly for me to use the quartz. I can pull just a bit more with the tickets, you know? Oh, very nice, very nice. What I want here is it's a 5-star, you know, another 5-star. Not that I care about those things, you know, 5 is just a number, like 4 or 3. Hmm. My boy looking great.
サーバントアーチャー召喚に応じた。
Even got nipples.
さて、まずは何はともあれ腹ごしらえだ。
Come on, just a 5-star. Stop it! Give me a 5-star! I know that there's a Merly in there. Lancer, whoever this is.
驚かれたか
I am not a 5-star.
総員飲酒ではよろしく
Hozuing Inshu. One more, yes. No. Robin Hood. Okay, that's nice. My guy Robin.
はいはい呼ばれたからにはそれ
And he's just a 3-star? I'm disappointed. The Robin, the Hood. Vikibron, I remember him from Fate something something.
サーバント、キャスター、アビケブロン、召喚に応じ参上した。
You know, that one Fate. The one with Vlad.
早速で申し訳ない。工房が欲しいのだ
I love the design, by the way. This is style. Stylized Vikibron looks fly. Why the 3-stars here are not like 3-stars in other gacha? A belly tom? Enlighten me. Another Robin. And a craft. Come on. Oh, Mephistopheles. Yeah, the guy on the trailer.
どうやら大当たりのようですよマスター悪魔メフィストフェレスまかりこしてござい
People clear high-level challenges with low-level servants. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that, you know? I appreciate that. People can actually play the game with the servants that they want instead of the you know, high-star servants. It's more about whether you like the servant enough to power them up or not. You know, should I try to do this whole thing with just 3 stars? Because that would be funny. You know, actually avoid using the 5 stars and 4 stars and try to do everything with 3 stars. I would appreciate that as well. Well, using 3 stars is casual. Huh.
あーちゃあダビデ
You have a staff, Davide.
僕はやるよかなりやる
Just using 3 stars is not casual. Fair enough. Hassan of Serenity. And you know, after practically getting done with my 22 tickets, for real, the rates are abysmal. I knew that beforehand, but really, it does not look good. Like I just got that Emiya and everything else. And look my attacks on my own chats. Enjoy, guys. Okay. That's it. I used all my tickets. Not gonna pull anymore. That's fair enough. I got some stuff. You know. Good stuff? That's debatable. But some stuff for sure. Um. Okay, how I. Make sure to enhance their noble phantasm levels from the polls. From the polls. I think this is good, right? I'm gonna go with this. Do I have any good cards in here? Like, do you recommend anything? Oh, okay. My cost is going overboard. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able. This is fine. Okay. Make sure to enhance their noble phantasms.
いらっしゃい。千里の
Yeah. How do I enhance my noble phantasm again?
そろそろクエストに戻る？よろしい。存分に試してきたまえ。
Okay, here. Noble can be strengthened by raising its level through enhancements. Depending on the level, not only with the noble phantasm being trained, but you gain the ability to charge NP over 100 in battle. Nice. Okay. Oh, okay. You need copies of the character to do that, right? Okay. So there won't be anything for her. Damn, I need to move to. Thank you. Okay, but yeah, okay. Okay, question. It is relevant for me to do that at all?
細かな変化でも成長
Because I'm not gonna be using most of these servants, will I? Log your Ushua Kamaru now. Okay. Fair enough. Yes, you said it. I'll do it. So why is this relevant anyways? Even if I do for characters that I might not even use ever? Leaves place in your servant inventory for XP cards. Ah, okay. Fair enough. That makes sense. And it's done. I think I can now ascend some of my servants. I think Mash, can I do it? Oh no, she goes naturally. I forgot about it. What I'm enhancing currently, I was enhancing Bathory. But I just got Lord Emeloy. And I think I should do Lord Emeloy, right? Makes sense. This is a 5-star.
やれ。やれ。やれ。
Yari. Great dialogue.
やれやれ。
This is the top level. I can ascend. Here's some stuff. Ascend. Ascension! And now he's wearing a
こ
suit.
こまでに至ることも私にとっては奇跡に等しいか。
As far as I'll go, most likely. No, it's fine. You can just click the Ascension button from the level up screen itself. It shows up after you get a max level. Probably didn't pay attention on that one. Thank you. But yeah, since I'm not going to be able to ascend him further because I'm lacking resources, I will just leave him at that one. Let's continue the story. I'm just going to replace my girl here with him. Apparently all the archers are getting buffed on this one. Interesting. Okay. Let me use... Everybody has this one character. Super Orion. I'm curious of what Super Orion do. For everyone having him. Let me swap. What? Oh, I had to press OK. Sorry. Kinda silly. This is awful, isn't it? It's a complete ruin on the inside. The other wall is more or less intact, but you can't call this a fort. Because it's wartime? No, that would be still impossible. In 1431, Charles the Seventh of France entered a peace treaty with Philip III, an ally of England. Of course, I'm sure there were some skirmishes. Here they come again. Bonjour, we are travelers. We are not here to harm you. Please put down your weapons, monsieur. You're not the enemy. I like they were using like two French words. That's enough. That was rather easy. Perhaps they're rational now, or they have no more fight left in them? Why didn't Charles VII sign the peace treaty? King Charles? So you don't know? The king is dead. He was burned by a witch's flames. Dead by witch's flames? It's Jeanne d'Arc. She has risen again as a dragon witch. England retreated quite a while ago, but where have we to run to? This is our home, but there's nothing we can do. Jeanne d'Arc is a witch? Okay, the first question is dumb. I'm gonna avoid it. Hey, they're here. Magical energy signals are heading here. Familiars created using human bodies. Skeleton soldiers, more of them. This time is different. Both of you can be as wild as you can. Yes, orders, master. Let's pulverize them. Pulverize them. Okay. Okay, are you a ranger, sir? Are you sure? Oh yeah, he is. Damn, my guy is using clubs as arrows. Crazy. Okay, not what I was wanting. Well, let's try to finish this.
お望みと仕方ありませんね。不敬者。気が合いますね。すぐに再会できるでしょう。ただし、冥界での話ですが。
Yay! Go boobs! Okay, now assassins are the way to go. Oh, this is pretty. Ew. Good work. You guys, can't believe you took them on. We're used to it. Anyway, I'm sorry, but could you please explain this from the start? Is it true that Jeanne d'Arc has been resurrected? Yes, I took part in the Siege of Orleans and the ceremony, so I remember it well. Her hair and skin color are different, but there's no question that she is a saint from the past. Hearing that she'd be captured by the English and burned at the stake, we trembled in fury. But she was resurrected, and through a pact with the devil, no less. What do you mean by what do you mean the devil? Like the skeleton soldiers earlier? Not those. At least those we can handle ourselves. Can you? Damn it, just as I thought. Here they come. Engage! Come on, stand up. Dragons are here. If you don't resist, they'll eat you. Large creatures are shown to be near you. They're moving in fast. Visual confirmed, but that... It can be! Wyverns? Yes, that's a subspecies of dragons called wyverns. That's why I screamed a wyvern. That's definitely a creature that should not be in the 50th century, friends. Well, we wouldn't expect that not in any other time, but sure. Master, respond with full force. This is different from those old bones from earlier. Soldiers, douse yourselves with water. You can momentarily defend against their flames. You there, please pick up a weapon and fight. Together with me. Follow me. This is... Oh, she's a servant, but her energy is weak. What is she? She is another Jeanne d'Arc. Pre-burning at the stake. And I'm back. See, you got to this part. Yes. The wyverns.
容赦はしません。セイバー！気が合いますね。小手調べです。苦しみなさい。
罠だ。
Okay, resistant to casters. Good to know.
それでは。行くぞ第二宝具。銀河流星剣いただきます。
She's literally eating ramen. That is very appropriate. I see that you're reusing Mysterious Heroine X. Do you want to know what the fuck is going on with her? With this saber here? What is going on with her? Sounds like Saber. You know, Saber. I believe that was the last. Alright, fine job everyone. I was watching with sweaty palms and sweets in my hand. Doctor, those were the sweets that I got, right? Huh? What? Is that fight? I found them in. Is that right? I found them in the command room next to the tea, so I thought I got them as a token of gratitude for when we returned from this order. Needless to say, they weren't for you, but for Senpai, who no doubt fought bravely in the front lines. Them, for a second, Mash sounded just like Otis. If she just changed Senpai for executive managers. Needless to say, they weren't for you, but for the executive manager, who no doubt fought bravely in the front lines. Yep, sounds like Otis. Mash, you've become such a thoughtful person. Gobble gobble. I must say, these are some really tasty sweets. I'm sure Miss Apple would be thrilled too. She is MHX from the Servant universe, which is basically a comedy Star Wars parody universe, where everyone is a servant and there is a plague of saber-class servants. I can imagine. I can imagine such a thing. MHX is on a mission to kill all sabers. That is why she's an assassin, screaming saber. Master, when we return to Chaldea, please reserve enough combat resources for one attack. I've registered one more enemy that I like to hit with the back of my blade. Impossible! You're... No way, run! The witch is here! Huh? A witch? Thank you very much. No, that was nothing. Before that, your name... Ruler. My servant class is Ruler. My true name is Jeanne d'Arc. Jeanne d'Arc? The one that became a witch? We'll talk about that later. It is nothing we should speak in front of them. Come over here, please. We've been invited. What should we do, senpai? Follow her. Q, Q, Q. Yes, whatever it said. I agree as well. She looks weakened, but she's a servant too. I'm sure she's aware of the situation in this era. Let's ask her for details. So, servant universe. When that came to be? When they decided to create such a thing? It's something that they created just for FGO, or there's any source outside of it? The sword that MHX has is one that she ordered off of Amazonas during high school. Of course she did. The great company Amazonas.
8月といえばドイツでバイロイト音楽祭が開催される頃ですね。
Wait, is this Ushua Kamaru? Yeah, assassin version. Ready for the beach, I guess. I'm gonna go with her. They are few in number, but there does seem to be some evil presences. We are close to the fort. Before they invade, let's take them out. Sure. Just for FGO, we started as a joke, then got epic lore later on, which is how we got Primordial Goddess Space Ishtar. Oh, so she came from the same time. Okay. Yes, I used Primordial Goddess Space Ishtar yesterday. Whenever I learned about level 120 and everything, and I was asking why a lot of people had Primordial Goddess Space Ishtar at level 120, and I think someone was mentioning because she can change her NP to be any type, either buzz, burst, quick, or arts. And then okay, that makes sense.
つまらん
尋常にお見舞いいたす海から攻めますか自在天眼天狗が山にしかおらぬとでも思うたか
Look at her.
これが私の全力の水遊びです
Damn.
天狗の羽打ちは新しな風
Wind and water. Ah, she's a tango. She's not a human. Ooh. Oh yeah, I want to see this one in fight. Benny Enma. The enemy has been wiped out. Good job. Yes, I think we can settle down here. First, please tell me your names. Understood. My individual name is Mash Curiolite. This is Miss Apple, my master. Masters? So there are masters even this Holy Grail are. No, it has nothing to do with the Holy Grail War. I'm just a demi-servant. Demi-servant? Not a true heroic spirit. Have you heard of us? Right, we should probably clear it up first. I am indeed a servant. My class is a ruler. I understand that. But a majority of information about the Holy Grail War that should be provided is missing. No, not just information. My stats have ranked down as well. There is a servant called MHXA, Mysterious Heroine X Alter, who is close to MHX, made by an evil organization. And also her high school roommate, who spent most of her time lazing and eating sweets. Nice! I'm about to fight Dogma. I've unlocked Tinted Azazel. What is Tinted Azazel? I think I missed what you're playing. Therefore shoots. Not only have I lost the anti-servant command spells, I can't even reveal their true names anymore. Luckily, this is my homeland where I was born and raised. If nothing else, I still speak the language. The soldier earlier was saying that Jeanne d'Arc turned into a dragon witch. Having just materialized a few hours ago, I am not sure what's going on. It seems there is another Jeanne d'Arc in this world. Jeanne, the murder King Charles VII of France, and committed the slaughter of Orleans. So, does that mean two of the same servant have been summoned in the same era? If we could access the Holy Grail War's records, there should be explained of simultaneous summons. Anyway, one thing is for sure. Charles VII is dead and Orleans has been occupied, which symbolizes the collapse of the nation of France. In history, France was the first nation to declare human liberty and equality. Many countries followed suit. Delaying this by 100 years would stagnate civilization. Without progress, we might still be stuck in the Middle Ages. I just heard a voice. Is it Magecraft? What in the world are you all? Oh, that's right. We didn't introduce ourselves. Nice to meet you, son Jeanne d'Arc. My name is Romani Arkman. Everyone calls me Roman. I do various support tasks. Nice to meet you. I see, Roman. I tend to be a dreamer. You tend to be a dreamer. What is the sense of defeat? She complimented me, but I'm not happy at all. MHXA is the Darth Vader in the Servant universe. Ah, okay, that makes sense. I'm playing the Biden of Isaac. Okay, I never played Biden of Isaac, so I don't know much about the lore. Excuse me, Mademoiselle Jeanne. It's our turn now. Our objective is the correction of this twisted history. We belong to an organization called by the name of Chaldea. I see. I understand now. To think that the world itself has been incinerated. My worries were so trivial. But now Pooh? I'm an incomplete servant, and even I cannot trust myself. The Jeanne d'Arc that occupied Orleans, and not only that, but those flying dragons. You mean the wyverns? There's no way wyverns existed in the 15th century France. More importantly, he called you a dragon witch. Yes, I don't want to admit it, but the person controlling those dragons must be myself. I have no idea how she's controlling them. I never thought about such things during my life. Summoning dragons is the highest form of magecraft, let alone to have this many. It's an impossible feat for modern mages. It should be difficult even for this era's magecraft. That means, Miss Apple, if there's anything that could bend the rules like this, it's likely to be the Holy Grail. Exactly, it's only speculation, but these are no longer someone else's problems. I see. There are still many unclear points, but I have an idea now. Mademoiselle Jeanne, what are you going to do from here? The objective is clear. Head to the Orleans and take back the city. To do that, I must exterminate Jeanne d'Arc who stands in my way. The Lord didn't show me the path, but I cannot turn my back on this. Even alone, you will fight. Just like history says, Master. A startling difference from Da Vinci. Yes, I thought so too. Master and Doctor. Our objective and Miss John's are the same. I was thinking about our next course of action. How about we help her? Of course. I thought the same. Right, it's best to work together with Jean here. It's a rare honor to fight alongside a saint and a savior. Good. Then once again, Mademoiselle Jean. We have our own objectives, but we want to be of aid to you. We will allow us to fight under your flag as your companions from now on. Oh, the pleasure will be all mine. Cannot possibly thank you enough. Thank you, Miss Apple. I thought I would be in this fight all alone. Now, at this place and time, we shall fight as one. So, Miss Apple, please give us your order. There is a servant called Jean Alter Santa Lily. I will not explain it to you. Okay. I mean, I believe we got at this point we have altars of everything, everywhere, all at once.
おや、出番でちか。
Oh, she's so
それ
cute.
では料理を始めるでち。
The chi.
折檻の時間でち。
Oh, she's so cute.
頑
The
張るで
chi.
ち。
Oh, she's adorable. The chi.
着替えますね。円弱裁縫抜刀術。奥義の3。在かあれば、これ筆滅の裁きなり。
Nice.
判決。つづらの道行き。
Yay. I like this character. The chi.
円弱鱗こ不敬者。気は乗ら
妻
ないの
オーセロ
ですが、
と
行くでち。
Ah, at least he was one of the final bosses. Okay, okay. Good job. You got so far.
お土産はこちらでち。どちらのつづらがお好みですか。スパッと切るでち。
The path, the kid of the chi.
仕方ありません。お望みとあらば。ごめん。
Granny Enma is the Gordon Ramsay of servants. Gives a cooking class in the Throne of Heroes,
苦しみだ。
and a part of it includes a hellish survival island. I love this character. Like, if I could get this one, I would. I like the design. I like it because it's this guy. I like the voice. I like everything.
頑張るでち。
Gambara the chi.
オーセロ
ごめん。こんなものでちか。お家に帰ったら手を洗ってきちんとうがいをするんでちよ。
Just so cute. The chi. Dying to one of the final bosses is what happens when you have no range in this game. I'm so ashamed that I said that I fight on my own earlier. Thank you for you two. I feel stronger than ever. Even if I'm up against myself, a witch, I have nothing to be afraid of now that the two of you are here with me. Now you're putting a lot of expectations on top of us, Saint. Chill the chi. Don't expect so much out of us, the chi. Are you alright? I'm fine. Needless to say, it saddens me that they mistake me for that other Jean. But it can't be helped. In fact, it hasn't been more than a few days since I was burned at the stake. If a resurrected me causes a massacre in New Orleans, they can't blame them for being scared of me. I was afraid the British might be stirred up, but it would appear things are going smoothly. We should seek out the Jeanne, who they call the witch, and defeat her. But for now, we should scout around first. The goal is simple, but reaching it not so much. As expected, Jeanne d'Arc is well versed. Um, tar, is well versed in the art of the war. Like she said, an assault on Orleans is ill-advised. Anyway, one last lesson before I end my shit for the night. We'll be back soon. See you soon, Sin Systems. Have a good final lesson. It's an unfamiliar land and we have yet to set up any bases. For now, take the initiative and gather intel on their defenses. I'm streaming my gameplay on the Discord for anyone to watch it if you're interested after the stream. I did to skip the story scene, so no spoilers. Guys, you heard here first. If anybody here is over on our Discord and wants to hang out with their free shoots, watch some Binding of Isaac, by all means join them. As for the Witch Jeanne, or shall we call her Dark Jeanne, I should like to find what kind of servant she is. The rest is up to our forces. It would be good to have more allies. Jeanne, is there a reading on any other servants besides ourselves? I'm sorry, but as I am now, I am incapable of using my ability as a ruler to detect other servants. Like other ordinary servants, I cannot detect them unless I'm within a certain distance. Wait, what about the other Jeanne? I was careless. There is that possibility. The other me, no. Which Jeanne? It's too confusing. I'll also refer her as Dark Jeanne. Anyway, if that Dark Jeanne is truly a servant, then her class, like mine, is ruler. If that is the case, she will immediately be able to detect our location. We must be prepared for our battle at all times. If possible, I would like to minimize our activities in any nearby towns and villages. But without any leads on our hands, I doubt that's possible. Let us head out early tomorrow morning. Mazapo is human and should probably get some sleep. I'll do that then. Yes, I am fine. I didn't ask that, but sure. My abilities may have gone down in rank, but I still possess the basic abilities of a servant. Well, good night. Night-night. Does Miss Apple go to sleep? Yes, surprisingly quick for someone who's unfamiliar with sleeping outdoors. Is that so? I could be imagining things, but is there something you aren't telling us? I don't mean to pry. I thought it's best to confront you in case you should become an obstacle in battle. Quite right. As you wish, I shall tell you. It could be because my summoning was incomplete. Or perhaps it's because my original self died just a few days ago. How can I put it? It feels as if I am a brand new servant. A rookie, you mean? Yes. There is no future or past in the Throne of Heroes. But I don't have the power to access the records there. Therefore, it's difficult for me to act as a servant. It feels like going into battle for the first time all over again. And that bubbly-looking mage from before. She called me a servant and savior, but even with that expectation, I have no such power. So the thing is, I fear that I will become a burden to you. John, that's all, then it's alright. What? I mean, it also feels like my first battle. We are the same. As a demi-servant, I cannot fully harness my power as a heroic spirit. However, the heroic spirit inside of me said it's okay. And Senpai, Master, trust someone like me. I don't know how to say this, but Senpai didn't choose to fight to prove something. Senpai is simply trying to do what should be done, I think. So it's alright. There's no reason for you to worry. Thank you. I feel a little better. I am pretty familiar with this area and this country. Let's give it our best tomorrow. Yes. Yay, friends. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we're gonna go. Who's this? Bar guest. Damn. That is some cool arm. I'm gonna go with her. No. I'm just gonna go with her. First, let's cut through this forest and head to Orleans. Of course, it would be difficult to enter directly, but we might be able to get some information from the surrounding towns and forts. We're almost at La Cherie. If we can't get any information here about Orleans, we'll have to get closer. I'd rather avoid that as much as possible. As long as I'm still uncertain about the forces we have, we cannot engage. You're really calm. No, to be honest, I'm panicking. No matter how you look at it, the other me cannot be in her right mind. What that monster will do controlling the people, it's easy to imagine. Overwhelming power and hatred can easily destroy a person, no matter how noble they are. Wait a minute. A servant was detected just ahead of your current path. Its location is in La Cherie, which is your destination. It's getting further away. Oh no, I've lost it. It's too far away. Foo foo! What is it, fool? Suddenly climbing on my head. You want to see the sky over there? The town is burning! Let's hurry! It couldn't be! Doctor, life form detection. It's no use. There's nothing alive left in that town. It can't be. Wait, just now, a sound. Wait a minute, that's... No, it can't be. Looks like they've turned into the living dead. Master, I will scatter them. No! Dude, these servants, they are mass destroying villages in the blink of an eye and just running to the next.
一気火星に滅ぼしてくれよ。やるぞ、マスター。
士族の誇りにかけて華麗に戦うぞ。士族の誇りにかけていいでしょ。造作もない。そこ。せっ。
なんだ。つまらん仰せのと罠だ。無駄だ。計略だ。簡単すぎる。物理で殴る。
造作もない。命令です。
これぞ大軍師の究極陣地。帰らずに破ってみせるがいい。
Ah, so mass debuffs the enemy. Okay.
この姿では造作もない。
つまらん。
妖精体拡大。 てやる。ブラックドッグガラキー。
Oh, okay. The black dog.
つまらん。
仕方ありませんね。
計略だ。計略だ。
出ません。着替えお望みとある。
造作もない。苦しみなさい。不敬者。そこ。
Damn, he survived. Damn, zombie C. Packed.
お望みとある。
命令です。苦しみなさい。
最上に近い勝利。戦う前に勝つくらいで負ける。
Sorry. Are you alright? Yes, I'm fine. Yes, I'm fine is something that Johnny is. I feel like she's saying all the time. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Guys, why do you keep asking? I'm fine. Okay, I'm probably gonna call after this. There is updates to my other RPG that I'm playing with friends that I gotta addressed. But yeah, pretty fun. Gonna be playing more of this. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Limbus Company. I don't know how it's gonna be tomorrow because things are kind of leveled, kind of not. It's gonna be a thing. Ah, she's cute. I'm gonna go with her. Yeah, depending on how much I ended up playing of Limbus Company tomorrow, I might squeeze in more Fate. But probably not. I feel like I'm in the mood of going outside and touching grass afterwards. They're still here. They look like wyverns. Are they? No way. Did you say English Company? Limbus Company is the game they usually play on Saturdays. Are they devouring corpses? Stop it! Sin System is probably doing a lesson right now. Netflix. I'm going.
Olga. 具体的にどこがと言われると困りますが。チクラ。
オーセロ
仕方ありませんね。さあ、ぐるぐるっと。
計略だ。
苦しみなさい。
That is so bad.
どうや。これやばくない？さあ、チクラ。
Acho seu inglês muito bom. Ah, thank you. No, my English is not as great. I've seen a lot of other Brazilians speaking very smoothly. I have like a stutter almost, and it comes on the issue that sometimes I either forget words or I forget how to pronounce them. So I'm always like stuttering my words. But I appreciate your compliment nonetheless.
それな。着替えますね。春はあけぼの。でもめんどくさ。あ、そうだ。京都行こう。おいでやす京都。おこしやす京都。ぶぶ漬けおいしい。やったー。
Okay. Why couldn't Lord Emeloy get a debuff like her, where she debuffs and also does damage? That was a fun skill.
つまらん
お望みとあらばさあれぐるぐるっと
無駄だ
出ません
And again, I feel my English improved a lot since I started streaming, talking with more people from foreign countries and everything. So at least I'm thankful for that. Like, I nowadays can actually hear myself and not cringe from the pronunciation.
オーセロ
So, you know, improvements.
最上に近い勝利戦う前に
Also, I
勝つ
can normally go outside and talk to people in English and not feel like I'm trying hard. Because even though I live in Brazil and in just like there are every now and again you will find some like tourist and someone from a foreign country normally speaking in English, and a lot of times they end up being lost. So at least I can, you know, give them, you know, hey, you should go there or here and there, and or you can ask more questions or information here. That was the last of the wyverns. No sign of the enemy nearby. The battle was over. John, it was most likely me who was behind this. I can't be sure of that yet. No, I can tell. I'm sure of it. There's just one thing I don't understand. How much do you have to hate others to wreak such havoc? John, you were burned at the stake. You tell me. I can't understand it. Hold up. The servants are just left, have reversed course. This isn't good. They must have realized you're here. How many? You must be kidding. There are 5. They're fast. Are those riders or something? We don't stand a chance against them. We must run. But they will catch up to us, right? You might be able to face them if we had the same numbers. But there's no way we can, you can fight an opponent that's several times stronger than you, is there? Let's retreat as a sane person would. I said so in the 36 Strategies of War. John, servants are closing in. I won't run. I must at least find out what their true intentions are. But it's no use. We won't make it. Mash, just run. Got it? Grab your master and run. And then Mash picks us up, puts under her like left arm, and just starts running away. Like we're toddlers. Okay, awesome. So we're gonna meet Dark Sean on the next one. This is enough for me now. Today was a pretty good one. We got some pulls in. Not that I needed actually to pull for anything, but you know, sometimes it cannot just help myself. Let me actually do the friend pull kind of thing. Oh, we got a saber. Wait, was that a gold? Yeah, that was a 4-star. Shit, nice. Yeah, that is our new normal saber.
半人前の剣士なのでセイバーリリーとお呼びください。これから末永くよろしくお願いします。
Cool, nice.
サーバント、キャスター改めアルターエゴ。新名をジョフ。
Aw, so cute.
うす、ここ、カルデア。なんだよ、もうなんか恨みでもあんのかよ。あれ、待ってよ。くっさま。ねえ グッサマいるの？いるんでしょ？ほら早く出して。早く。
She's cute. I like her. Okay. Short and simple.
僕はアマデウス、ボルフガング・アマデウス・モーツァルト。戦闘はともかく、君の人生を飾ることだけ
Welcome,
は約束
Amadeus
しよう。
Wolfgang Mozart. Nice. I like her. I like this one. Again, I'm digging a lot of the 3 stars. Charlotte Corday.
召喚に応じ参上しました。アサシンシャルロット・コルデーです。一生懸命頑張りますけど、失敗したらごめんなさいね。
Georges. Arash.
Rider Georgius 召喚に応じ推賛しました。さあ頑張りましょう。
東方の大英アーラシとは俺のことだ。よろしくな。
よろしくな。Beggars, what?
Yeah, サーバント・セイバー。召喚に応じ参上した。我が名はフェルグス・マックロイ。
Fergus McCroy.
空風林のやつは
Two Hooting. Okay. And what I can do now is enhance
いらっしゃい。千里の道も一歩。
Noble Phantasm, so I can open space, and I can fuse these guys. Cause I got a copies of them.
そろそろクエストに戻る？よろしい。 仕上がりはどう？
Okay, I feel like I'm completely fine with this for now. Thank you so much, everyone that came in here today. Had a good time with me, had a good talk. Love the conversations today, pretty fun. Always a great time spending time with you guys. Hope you all had a great rest of your day, and I see you all in the next one. Archer is out. Bye bye, guys.